Good morning. How are you doing today? Good? That's good. Me, well, I'm blessed, not stressed. What's today's topic going to be about? Today's topic is going to be found in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Now, what does this mean? Well, the beginning of wisdom. What does that sound like? Well, in another verse, we're told to come to him as children, right? Now, when you think of children, do you think of children as particularly wise beings? No. For they are just starting to learn, right? And when you come to the Lord for the first time, you don't know him that well. You want to. You have that desire to because he placed that in you. You have that desire to because he is your creator and you are his creation and you wish to know more, which is a good, blessed thing. However, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Once you realize truly who he is and what he can do, you have that fear of him, not like he's some kind of, supervillain or horror movie monster. No, not that fear of the Lord. But reverence, respect, understanding his authority, right? Understanding who he is, what he says, and how everything he does is right. Everything he says is right. He is the only perfect being in existence. In an existence of imperfections, he stands atop it all as a being of perfection. Always faithful, willing to provide correction, direction, and we are under his protection, right? And the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So there's a verse that goes kind of in tandem with this that kind of came to mind as I was reading it. Do not lean on your own understanding, right? For his ways are higher than ours. We don't even have a fraction of the understanding and knowledge that he does. Have you ever looked at a clock and you wonder, how did someone make that? How did someone come up with that? And if you look inside, there's a whole bunch of moving parts and it looks so complicated. But if you ask the maker of that product, they'll show one and build it easily. Why? Because they know more than you do. They know that product more than you do. And just like that, God knows more. Like if you asked how to put together a human being, any other person, no one would know. They don't know how to do that. But if you ask God how to do it, he would know everything. Right? Because he knows more. And with his love, he shows more. Right? Now, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Now, what does this mean? This means that the knowledge of God is understanding. Knowing that God will follow through. Knowing that God will follow you. It has been this whole time. Once you realize who he is, where he has been, where he is, and where he will always be, it's incredible the amount of reverence and respect and just on fire the amount of dedication you have to him at first. It is amazing. It is inspiring. And a personal reason why I love hearing people's testimonies. Because God works in such mysterious ways. He doesn't work the same with everybody. And that's what I find really interesting. And, his ways are above our ways. Because, his way in his understanding is far beyond ours. But just know that we're not to lean on our own understanding, but to lean on him, right? And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So learn more of him. Lean more on him, and he will increase you. Follow him today. You can do this.